How you doing? My name is Aaron. This is Brandon right here, and hey, we're both wearing hats and black shirts. So these are our outfits.
It's the River City dress code.
It really is. So hey, first of all, just wanted to say thank you so much for being flexible during this time of just as we navigate the complexities of figuring out how to function as a church during a global pandemic. And just wanted to give you a couple updates on next steps for River City during this time.
Yeah, and like I talked about in our last video, I think just the things that are really going to shape the way that we think about moving forward really stem again from Philippians chapter 2 and the call for us to consider others as more important than ourselves. And that doesn't mean not looking to our own interests, but it means looking first to the interests of others and seeking to love our city and one another and our community and all those kinds of things. And so again, those are going to be the things that will keep shaping the way that we think about moving forward here at River City.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so like we've mentioned before, we've been closely monitoring the governor's press conferences, which are really must-see TV. Very exciting stuff. It's like I'm watching a Marvel movie, but the exact opposite. So been watching those, been monitoring the recommendations from the IDPH, which is the Iowa Department of Public Health. I didn't even know there was a Department of Public Health until 2 months ago. And we've also been consulting a lot with Liz, who is part of my small group. She's a nurse practitioner in Wisconsin, and she was furloughed a couple months ago, but she has been working on the COVID response team for her county full-time over the last couple months. So been doing a lot of crowdsourcing with her and just talking with her a lot. And then we've also had a cohort of pastors in town here that we've been talking a lot with, just bouncing ideas off and just talking with them. So taking all that into consideration, we've decided at River City to start meeting in person for small groups before we start jumping back into meeting for corporate worship. So in-person small groups are going to be starting next week, which depending on when you're watching this video, that is going to be the week of May 31st. So in-person small groups are going to be starting that week. So just so you know, the small group schedule for this summer is going to look different and unique compared to other summers. So thanks for the flexibility with that. But I think I'm really looking forward to it. I think it'll be really good. But your small group leader will be in touch with you about all those details, and they'll also be in touch with you about what risk management looks like in small groups this summer. And they would be happy to chat with you about any questions you might have about that stuff. You can definitely talk to us as well, but you can definitely talk to your small group leader about those things. Also, if you go on the River City's website, which I'm sure is bookmarked as your homepage. So if you go to the small group part of the website, you can actually find your small group and click on subscribing to that calendar there. I will be updating that information as soon as I can with the summer information with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so like Aaron mentioned, we're going to be gathering for small groups first instead of meeting for corporate worship at this time. But in the meantime, starting this week when it comes to Sundays, we're going to be doing a little bit of a remix when it comes to that worship guide format. And starting on Sunday, we're going to be premiering a worship service video on YouTube at 10 a.m. And so that video is going to include a time of musical worship led by various people in our church and a short interview section, just checking in with a bunch of you guys throughout the week and just touching base with a number of faces here at River City just to help keep us connected, and as well probably a 20-ish minute shorter kind of sermon. Starting next week, that's going to begin. We're going to be working through the 7 I am statements in the Gospel of John, talking about who Jesus says that he is, who he reveals himself to be, and how that changes us on our lives. And so I'm really looking forward to that. So the video, it'll go live at about 9:45 each Sunday morning, and the service itself will begin at 10. And during that 15 minutes, there'll be countdown, some announcements, some of that kind of stuff, but also a question where you can just engage with other people on the chat on that if you want to. If you join late, you can still scrub to the beginning of the video and watch it, or if you just miss it altogether, the video will be up as soon as the service is over, and you can watch it anytime later if you miss it if that happens. So how do you participate? How do you join in? Well, we'll email out the link to that video each Sunday, just as we've been doing with the worship guide. We'll also post that link as well to our social media pages, so you can see that and find that easily as well and share that with others. But You'll be able to watch it link on a computer, on your smart TV. Every smart TV has the YouTube app, so you can just tune in there. Or the way I would probably think is one of the best ways to do it is you can actually just watch it on your phone, but cast it to your smart TV so that you can still chat if you want to, but also watch it on a bigger screen. So lots of different ways to do that. All of them work just as well as any of the others, but hopefully that should be easy to connect with. So next steps for you, I would encourage you to subscribe to the River City YouTube channel and click the bell icon that you see there. That way you'll just get notifications when we post those videos so you don't miss those kinds of things. And then on Sundays, go ahead and click the link, whether you find that in your email inbox or whether you find that on social media. Try to do that a few minutes before the service gets started. There'll be a link as well in the email that Aaron sends out, as well as in the description box in that video, with links to kids activity guides and some other things, just some other resources that you might need for those videos. And so we're looking forward to doing that with you guys. Hopefully that is a way that our church can connect well with one another and serve each other and just create some community in the midst of lockdown world here. So
Yeah, looking forward to that. Brandon wanted to preach for 2 hours during those worship sets, but I talked him off the list.
he put the kibosh on. I'm just getting a little antsy here.
So, and again, thanks so much for being flexible with everything, and we're really looking forward to jumping into these kind of new rhythms as our next step as we just move forward in growing the gospel, making disciples, and planting churches together. Thanks for watching.
Catch you later.